Alright, here we go. It's time for the Spring Festival. But let's be honest here. Hoyo verse, I mean. It's kinda like how when they changed the name of Minecraft texture packs to resource packs. You know, you've been using the word texture pack for so long, or achievements, that you forgot they're called advancements and resource packs now. Yeah, anyway, yeah, let's be honest here. Hoyoverse is too creative and original to steal an actual Japanese cultural festival that is enjoyed yearly. An IRL Japanese culture. They're too original for that. Since talking to Catherine starts the quest, I've decided I was gonna wait until here to do my commissions. I wanna raise the volume, but there's gonna be voice scenes here.
There is no escape!
I meant to switch to Rosaria. Wrong way.
I'll protect us. You can't run! Yeah.
Just Rosaria. Anyway, when I finally get Eula, I'm gonna become such a Eula simp. With all her physical damage shenanigans I can do with her. And I'll be saying goodbye to Rosaria. It'll be very bittersweet. Oh, do I have the night speed up set bonus right now? I meant Rosaria's night speed bonus. This goddamn quest. You know, I can probably murder all of them. I won't get anything out of it. Right, if they catch me, I'm not gonna try sneaking. I'm just gonna walk right in and get everything. If I get into a fight, we're fighting. Alright, we're fighting.
Punishment!
Right, let's get our crit.
Let the show begin. Torn to oblivion! Shine down! Ready, steady, go! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Not too far.
You can't run!
This was well done.
Shake! Starfall! Lights out.
Where did he go?
Let's dance. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
And then the card guy's easy enough to take care of. One charge attack in.
Starfall! Judgment! Shine down!
Dang it, just like with Ninglong, Sophia really hates close areas like this. Open fields is where she shines most. Otherwise, her rocks kinda just... I mean, they're already almost always nothing more than hindrances, but... they're absolute hindrances even further. In areas like that. Fights just take so much longer here than they do in Breath of the Wild. It's infuriating. Alright, it's gonna be just like every other festival. I mean, I'm not sure what Wind Bloom Festival is, but I'm pretty sure it's similar to
Go, Barbara,
Lantern
go!
Rite and that other Shangling one bullshit
I'll protect us.
that happened
Shiver!
once upon a time.
You can't run! Crumble apart! Ha! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! There is no escape! Yeah!
Yeah, so Shangling just has a pet retired god.
Let's dance!
That's just
Judgment!
canon now.
Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered! Starfall! Ha!
Third one up.
Lights out! Shine down! Yeah!
As long as Rosaria's inside here and I get the bonus from her skill, my crit rate's just gonna be fucking 100. It's gonna be amazing. I got this exact same commission literally yesterday. Give me a commission that'll actually give me an achievement that I haven't done before. What the hell is this? What? Val, do you mind explaining? I didn't get anything in my inventory. What? I'm so confused.
Huh? Illusion shattered!
Should I report this to my superiors?
Huh.
Hi, Catherine. We heard that you have a new commission for us.
That's correct. There's a requester who has submitted a designated commission for the two of you.
Specifically?
A designated commission? Sounds like it must be pretty important. What kind of task is it exactly?
There's no need to worry. This commission is not dangerous by any means. Perhaps you have heard that Inazuma will soon be holding a major festival, the magnificent Irodori Festival.
Yay! A festival! Oh, come to think of it, we haven't attended a festival in Inazuma for a while.
In fact, at all, this is the first time this has happened.
The Yashiro Commission and Lady Yae are responsible for all the festival preparations. The one who has requested your help is none other than Lady Yae herself.
Great, Miko asked us.
You know Miko. She always has some unusual ideas in her head. You can bet a festival planned by her is gonna be one to remember. We better go to Grand Narukami Shrine and see what she needs us to do.
Lady Yae is currently at Yae Publishing House in Hanamizaka, so there is no need to go all the way to the shrine. In fact...
Oh, well, that's
what?
convenient enough. Let's go then.
Didn't mean to, sorry. Suiko. Change that to Suika and you got yourself a Toho character again.
Ad Astra
Anyway, give
Abyssal.
me my fucking shit.
Thank you for completing Ad Astra...
The bursts I have charged up for Raiden Shogun's gonna go to waste. Just a troll. This son of a bitch.
Aratani and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yae Publishing House were bound and sent out yesterday afternoon, Lady Yae.
Very good. And Murata?
We have already received word from Apekusu and Sailing Breeze that the materials are all in place for Shogun Almighty Reborn as Raiden with Unlimited Power and Pretty Please Kitsune Guji.
Oh my god, they
well
say
done.
the entire titles.
And what about you, Onodera?
Yeah, it's gotta be weird being a light novelist.
Ahem. Onodera?
Oh my god!
Oh, yes, Lady Ai. Everything is ready for the new issue release
Dang
party.
it, I made her add
You
intentionally
were the
more
one
menacing
who
than she
organized
needed
the
to be.
plans for
Dang
this
it,
release
my
party.
plan
In other
my
words,
prank
you are
backfired.
the team's fearless leader now. So please, show some confidence. Besides, there's no need to be nervous.
Yeah, light
This
novels
project
make
is
long
destined
names
for
all the time.
success. I feel quite
How do they
optimistic
talk
about it.
How do they
I
talk
shall
about it
specially
with their
grant you
beta
leave for
readers
the
and
next couple
editors?
of days, Onodera. Please take the opportunity to have a good rest. After all, you will be very busy on the day of the release party.
Yes,
How
Lady
about like
Ai.
acronyms?
Thank you very much.
I want to talk about GSWWWAW, Y
All right
A
then.
X
Is
X.
everyone clear about their assignments?
Ah yes, GSAW
Good. We're running out of time, so let's get moving.
something
Chop, chop.
something. Yes. So you about the latest chapter, bruh.
Hello, little ones. I take it you have received my commission,
What do you got for us
Organizer,
this
you
time?
are! It's nearly time for the festival, and you're still over here ramping things up for your light novel business! Shouldn't you be getting back to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Don't underestimate her
Weren't you
planning
dumping all
bullshit.
the festival preparations on us? Were you? If so, then you can forget it! Paimon won't accept such a commission!
We don't have a choice here, Paimon.
My, such harsh words. It hurts to hear that kind of talk from you two. But as you can clearly see, I'm here working like a dog for the festival, yet you say I'm not doing my job. Let me ask you, little ones, whoever said that the festival must involve the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Huh? But isn't that a given? This is Inazuma after all!
Yes, that is true. But now that the Sokoku decree has been lifted, Inazuma is no longer the same nation that once resisted change tooth and nail. Therefore, rather than sticking to the same old traditional
do some writing
festival,
while this is
the
happening.
Yashiro Commission and I have decided to shake things up a little. This time, we'll be holding an international cultural festival, distinctly Inazuman, but with a unique twist.
International.
I suppose I should start by telling you the origins of the Iridori Festival.
Cutscene. Nope.
Legend has it that there were 5 poets in ancient Inazuma who were supremely gifted in singing and writing poetry. They are known as the 5 Kasen. Every year, one of the 5 would present a collection of the group's poems to the shogun for review, which would then spark culture discussions regarding those works. Thanks to them, Inazuma's culture blossomed and gained great influence at that time. As time passed, people began creating various tales based on the 5 Kasen. The Iridori Festival was also developed as a result to show appreciation for their works, which so greatly enriched our lives.
Sounds like a festival that's really rooted in culture.
Indeed. To describe it in the words of the ancients, it'd be refined elegance. Unfortunately, with the flow of time, people have gradually forgotten about the 5 Kasen and the festival,
Sorry if you see my mouse moving around every now
which
and
is
then.
precisely why I've
Like I
decided
said,
to revive the
I'm not
Iridori
paying
Festival
attention.
by holding a cultural convention featuring light novels.
Of course.
But, wait a minute! Light novels?
So, our light novels are fine and elegant in your standards. I mean, I wouldn't disagree. Monica probably wouldn't.
Please stop looking at me with those baffled expressions. In ancient times, poetry was all the rage, but nowadays, the entertainment format of choice is light novels.
Indeed.
The important thing is
Poetry
not the
sucks.
format, but the creative work
Have you
itself.
seen and have you read
It is
any old
impossible
poems?
to come up with anything fresh.
Like
if you're
usually when
stuck
you hear
using
poem,
some
you think
rigid
of like
format
a
of
short,
the
maybe
past.
1, maybe 2 page sometimes.
Speaking of which, don't you
Long
think that
thing
the
with
concept
lots
of
of rhymes
focusing
and
on the
stuff.
now
But yeah,
perfectly
poems back
suits the
then were
current
more akin to
Inazuma?
novels, really. They're
And
crazy.
besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Inazuma to all Teyvat through light novels. As they say, it's 2 birds with 1 stone.
So in other words, this entire festival's an advertisement.
Whoa, that was close! Paimon was nearly carried away by Miko's persuasive tongue. Come on, Miko! You can't fool us. We know you by now. This is all definitely stemming from your own personal interest.
I can't deny that my hobbies had no part to play in this. However, regardless of whether it's light novels or a festival, catching people's attention with a fresh concept is the essence here. Well, what do you say? Aren't you two even a little curious about what interesting things you might see at the festival?
No one cares about new shit, man.
Maybe a little. Aw, Alright, Paimon's super curious now.
You still fell in hook, line, and sinker,
Come,
Paimon.
let's pay a visit
And I
to the
guess
venue in
I
Rito
don't have
together.
a choice anymore now
I
as well.
promise that it will give you a whole new perspective on the festival. There we'll meet a special someone who will tell you more about your tasks.
Oh fuck, the cutscene's over. Oh, never mind, loading screen. What am I looking for? There it is. What? Okay. Retail. I mean, it's close enough, but still. Teleporting, so convenient.
During the Iridori Festival, the area around the Outlander Affairs Agency will become the main exhibition space for light novels. Once things are in full swing, not only will there be lots of official and fan-created work on display, there'll also be exclusive giveaways, prizes, and new release parties. This small plaza in front of the International
Kinda
Trade
miss recording with
Association will be
Bandcam and
called
you guys
the
being able to
Five
see
Kassen
literally
Plaza
everything
during the
else
festival,
in the
and
window.
nearby shops will be selling
But I guess
special
it's
light
kinda
novel
nice to have some
merchandise.
privacy like
You
this
certainly
question
won't
mark.
want to miss out.
Wow. How should Paimon put this? It's definitely not your typical festival, but it sure looks like it'll be quite the party.
Maybe.
Huh. Miko, what are these blank boards in the center of the plaza?
Yes, those are...
What? Those are what?
Ah, Lady I did mention that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities.
Great, Ayato's
It
here
appears
too.
she meant you two. At last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon. Tell me, how are you faring recently?
So-so.
Oh, it's Ayato! Wow, so even a busy guy like yourself is here to attend the Iridori Festival.
Preparing festivals falls under the Yashiro Commission's scope
You
of
idiot.
responsibilities.
Yeah,
Seeing
just
as Lady
tell you-
Yai has poured her heart and soul into the preparations, I'm obliged to be equally dedicated.
Yeah, exactly.
Come now, Ayato. We're not strangers here. There's no need to sound so formal. We were just about to discuss the boards over here. They're related to our little helper's tasks, so I'll let you give them a detailed rundown.
Certainly. I assume you two already know that the Iridori Festival originated from the Five Kassen. These 5 boards are here for painting their portraits. This Iridori Festival is not only the first major festival to be held in Inazuma since the lifting of the Sakoku decree, it is also an event deeply rooted in culture and the arts. Therefore, the Yashiro Commission has personally invited several cultural celebrities from other nations. For example, the artist we have invited to paint these portraits hails from the distant land of Mondstadt. The Yashiro Commission will arrange accommodations and food in Inazuma for each of the distinguished guests. However, we fear that staying in a foreign land may feel a little uncomfortable, which is precisely
Homesickness.
why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with both Inazuma and other nations of Teyvat to serve as a guide for our guests.
Well, I have been to many places by now.
I knew you would catch on. It is our hope that you would be able to guide the guests from the harbor to their residence at the International Trade Association, while providing any necessary assistance along the way.
So I'm gonna be
This
a tour
arrival
guide.
schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving. All you simply have to do is go to the docks at the indicated times.
Nanny. Oh god.
It's settled then. My, look at the time. I have to meet with my editors, so I must be going now. During the festival, most of the Yai Publishing House's editors will be staying near the Outlander Affairs Agency. If you run into any problems, you may find them there.
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention, so I must excuse myself for now. I'll leave the guests in your hands.
All the details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us. Let's take a closer look and be sure to pick up the passengers according to the times written on it.
Here we go. Oh wow. Yeah, it's everywhere along with... why didn't they draw her to have the sword in her boobs? Come on. Nothing quite as attention-grabbing as that. Whether you're a guy or a girl.
According to the arrival schedule, there will be a ship arriving from Mondstadt today. The artist for the 5 Kasim portraits should be on board. The boat should be arriving soon, so let's head down to the docks.
There should be a couple days have passed by now since this event started, so there's probably a whole lot for me to catch up to. I'll be trying to do all of them. So are there gonna be old characters that we've already met, or are these just gonna be randos? They're randos.
Hello! You must be here to take part in the Iridori Festival. We're the festival guides, and we'll show you around.
It's your home turf, Paimon. Being a tour guide's sort of your specialty.
Yes, that's right. We are bards from Mondstadt.
Lira, lol.
Word has it that Inazuma has
Like the
undergone
old
many
Italian
changes
currency.
of late. We hope to find fresh inspiration here.
You looking for something, Paimon?
These guests are all bards, aren't they? Well, where's Tondef Bard then? Huh. Strange. He's pretty famous in Mondstadt. Do you think he didn't receive an invitation?
It's his choice if he wants to show up or not.
Huh? Why's that?
Well...
Oh, Paimon sees what you're getting at. Even though Venti no longer rules over Mondstadt, he's still an Archon. If he came rushing to Inazuma at the first mention of a festival,
Oh,
not only
no!
would it seem a little childish, it would also sort of be shameless of him too.
Miss Honorary Knight, Paimon!
Please!
It's Klee!
How
Were you also
great
invited
to
the
see you here! Where's Jean?
No, Albedo's the one who received
Okay,
the
good.
invitation. But because
Albedo's
everyone
good
in the
too.
Knights of Favonius has been really busy these days, Albedo arranged for someone here to issue me a dependent pass.
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon. After hearing that Inazuma was making preparations for the Irodori Festival, I predicted that I might run into you here.
Ha! Paimon knew it! Albedo's the one they've invited to paint the 5 Kassen!
It seems that you already know why I'm here. Just so you're aware, I'll be using my pen name in Inazuma, Calx.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, do you know where the International Trade Association is? I'll be meeting with the editorial director of the Yai Publishing House there.
Yeah, the International Trade Association is where you'll be staying in Inazuma. We'll be heading there too.
Great. Let's get going then.
Let's go, let me guide ya. Let me lead ya. Artist team and the guests. So how much am I gonna be doing exactly? This is all just fluff for now. But soon enough, we're gonna have a fuck ton of gameplay bullshit
Wow,
to do.
it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
Careful now.
Slow down, Klee. Please be careful not to bump into others. Telling Klee so many stories about Inazuma during the trip was probably not the best idea. As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here. It appears she's even more excited now that we've arrived.
Oh, that's just how they do.
Strange. It seems that the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama, isn't here yet. I'm certain he said that he'd be sure to arrive before me.
I certainly remember being like
This
that
might
when
be
we're
a
about to
problem.
go do a swimming thing. Or during those times when we traveled the world when I was still a young guy.
Well, Mr. Hiroyama was supposed to meet with me and give me some reference materials about the 5 Kasen today. That way, I could better visualize the content for my paintings.
Toho character.
You mean you had no
Bird
idea
things.
what you'd be painting
They're
before you
animals,
arrived in
whatever. I don't
Inazuma?
remember. I don't know much.
I only know of the 5 Kasen by name. Because of the sheer age of the tale, very little has been passed down to this day. So Mr. Hiroyama decided to help me collect some more information. I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long as I'm inspired. So I agreed on only receiving the details today.
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
According to the festival plans, the portraits will be revealed one at a time throughout the various stages of the Irodori Festival. The first one, depicting Suiko, will need to be done before the festival's official opening ceremony, which is the day after tomorrow.
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already running out of time!
I should continue my writing.
There's no need to panic. When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, things were always tight and finished at the last minute. Just last month, to ensure the latest book of A Legend of Sword would be finished for the Irodori Festival,
Hey, that's...
I had to complete the final chapter's illustrations the same day I received the manuscript.
You draw first
I
and
heard
choose
that my
stuff.
illustrations were sent to print as soon as they arrived in Inazuma. I still don't know how well they turned out.
Paimon isn't sure if she should feel sympathetic for your working conditions or compliment you on your artistic genius.
Who says you can't do
Of
both,
course,
Paimon?
I would still prefer to receive any possible reference materials in advance so that I can be better prepared.
Would your real name happen to be Rohan Kashibe, perhaps? Also, you know, Miko?
Oh, right! The editors of the Yai Publishing House will all be around the Outlander Affairs Agency these next few days. Who knows? Maybe Mr. Hirayama's over there too. We'll take you over there to see if we can find him, Albedo.
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee, you haven't slept for a while now. Please stay at our residence in the International Trade Association and get some rest. We will be back soon.
Okie dokie. Don't worry, Albedo. I'll be on my best behavior.
Define best behavior!
This can't be happening. The moment we need to contact Onodera is when he's on special leave.
Oh boy. Guys.
Kuroda and I will go back to Inazuma City for an emergency printing run. The demand for this book is so high, though. Even with the emergency prints, it still might not be enough.
Despite everything, we're still lucky that we found out today. If this had happened a few days later, then we'd really be in boiling water. Hey, do you think that suspicious guy they found in the warehouse has anything to do with this?
Well, the editorial director is on his way over there to investigate the situation as we speak.
Right, drawing. I should do that.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's going on here?
Let's see here, where's Photoshop?
Hey, Traveler. Don't worry. It's nothing, just an internal issue. That's all. How can I help you?
I'm looking for the editorial director, Mr. Hiroyama. Does anyone know where he is now?
Mr. Hirayama is currently at the warehouse down by the harbor.
Oh, hold on a second, Murata. Excuse me, but you must be Calx. The one who was invited to paint the 5 Kasen for the festival?
Yes, that's me.
My name is Kuroda. You must be inquiring about information regarding the 5 Kasen. I do apologize, but please make yourself comfortable at the International Trade Association, and I will let Mr. Hirayama know to send you the materials right away.
Oh, no need. You guys look super busy, so we can go find them ourselves.
Unless there's a reason you don't want us.
Well, about that.
Excuse me, but is there something wrong with the latest volume of A Legend of Sword?
Huh? How did you know?
Since you were all aware that Mr. Hirayama needed to send me some supporting materials, that means the editorial director didn't forget about it. Instead, something urgent must have cropped up. To add to that, despite being aware that I am Calx, you were still unwilling to let me go to Mr. Hirayama directly. And after considering these factors, the only reason you would try to stall me is if something happened to A Legend of Sword, which I did the illustrations for.
Well, I'm very sorry. The situation is just as you said, Calx. I suppose it doesn't hurt to tell you now. Earlier today, someone spotted a suspicious outlander sneaking around inside the Iridori Festival warehouse down by the docks. So they promptly alerted the Tenryou Commission. The Tenryou Commission was concerned about potential cargo theft, so they contacted everyone who was renting space in the warehouse. It was then that we realized that the latest copies of A Legend of Sword had suddenly gone missing.
Is it Venti?
What? The books are missing?
Maybe Singchu?
Shh, not so loud. Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release in the last phase of the Iridori Festival, but the author, Jinyu, will be personally attending the release party as well.
Because of the dire situation, Mr. Hirayama immediately hurried to the warehouse to determine whether the theft was related to that suspicious outlander.
I see. It would be a great misfortune if A Legend of Sword would not be released on schedule. And quite a disappointment for Jinyu as well. If Mr. Hirayama has gone to the warehouse at the docks, then I'll go down to see if I can be of any help.
So the author of A Legend of Sword is Jinyu. Sounds familiar. Hey, isn't that Xingqiu's pen name?
Oh, do you know him?
Yeah. Maybe you can say that. Oops, I forgot my pen. Since I was drawing on.
Xingqiu would
My mouse
definitely
is all
be
the way
upset
on
if
the
he
other
discovers
screen.
his books are missing.
That I have.
Let's accompany Albedo to the warehouse too.
Ugh, what a pain.
Aratani and Kuroda are going back to Inazuma City to start printing extra copies of A Legend of
I was
Sword.
really cold a little
I'll
while
stay
ago,
here and hold down the fort.
so I thought I wouldn't take a shower.
Of course,
And
I
since I
still hope
wasn't
those
gonna take a
novels
shower
can be found
because it was
soon
very
and that
cold,
things won't take a turn for the worse.
I decided I'm gonna go record and play Genshin. Like right now, but it's super hot and I want to take a shower right now. Fuck me, man.
Festivals always attract so many people.
Oh wow, look at these! Oh my god, it's fucking plushies of the fucking Raiden. Adorable. Holy fucking shit. Oh, statuettes. These are new. Ah! Ah!
Huh? It's you! Why are you here?
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryou Commission, of course.
No,
Is
not
that
you.
surprising?
Don't worry, Sarah.
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you! So, Tone Deaf Bard, the suspicious outlander in the warehouse wouldn't happen to be you, would it?
Considering the evidence, it appears that the suspicious outlander is indeed me.
You're admitting to
As
it?
I have told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Don't make me say it again. Traveler,
Oh boy.
Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
I want to say I have no affiliations with this person, but considering what Paimon just said, I guess we do know him.
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind the theft. But what's this about being a stowaway?
I can totally
Although
see
he
Venti doing
claims to
that.
be a special guest for the Iridori Festival, he's failed to present his invitation letter. Therefore, we can only suspect that he might have entered the country illegally. And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze.
Oh yeah! I was gonna say, you know, Liyue and Mondstadt aren't as strict with the borders as you fucking sons of bitches here in Inazuma are. But, can we handle this fucking femboy here real quick?
If it would help shed any light on the situation, then please, be my guest.
Oh,
Alright, you little fem bitch.
you didn't really come here illegally, did you?
Ouch, your words wound me. We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is grilling questions and suspicious glares. You arrived in Inazuma via similar means, or so I heard.
No.
You of all people should be more understanding, don't you think?
No.
Similar means?
It's not exactly. Come on, Venti's
I
freaking.
merely jest. Fear not, for the person who sent me the invitation is none other than Kamisato Ayato of Yashiro
Beto's not a pirate.
It's unlikely that someone acquainted with the likes of him would ever be here illegally, right?
But why weren't you on the same ship as the other bards?
Well,
He's
once I
always
received
somewhere
the
else.
invitation letter, I couldn't help but want to come to Inazuma a little early. It was then that I happened upon a cargo ship bound for Inazuma transporting dandelion wine. So, naturally, I decided to set sail with them.
God damn
Once
it.
aboard, I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine liquor along the way. I must have fallen asleep in the cargo crate while carefully comparing the tastes of dandelion wine and Inazuman sake. And when I woke up, I found myself in this warehouse with a Tenryo commission general glaring at me from atop the grate.
I wonder why.
Coming from Venti, this story is quite believable. But it still feels a bit...
Shameless.
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the IA Publishing House, and there are some questions I would like to ask you. Based on what you just said, it seems you've been in the warehouse for some time now. If that's the case, did you happen to hear anything unusual?
Indeed. We're kind of investigating about a warehouse.
Actually, I did hear some faint footsteps around me a couple of times, but I didn't consider the sound anything out of the ordinary.
Why?
But if you clearly heard something, why didn't you feel it was unusual?
Yeah.
Oh, I seem to understand now.
Nanny?
What did you notice, Albedo?
You cracked the
When
case?
it comes to burglars, they are generally associated with prying or rummaging through things. What Venti means is that he did not hear anything unusual like that. As for the sound of footsteps, because this is a warehouse where many goods are coming in and out each day, it is quite normal for people to be walking around.
I see. But if that's the case, then we're back to square one regarding the stolen books.
Yep.
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, we can draw at least 3 conclusions now.
Way to go, Beta.
First, whoever took the novels is not a spur-of-the-moment burglar. They had their sights on the books from the very beginning.
Indeed.
Second, the culprit was very familiar with the warehouse, and might even have a key. And third...
There's an alliance.
I knew you'd catch on, Traveler. One person couldn't possibly transport so many heavy books in such a short window of time. It must have been a team effort. It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not match up with our culprits.
Yes, I agree with your reasoning.
That still doesn't clear him up with his other allegations.
Mr. Hirayama, the Tenryo
Venti.
Commission will continue by investigating the warehouse staff. If you come across any further clues, please notify us immediately.
Yes, understood. I'll leave it to you then.
These free-loving
I suppose
alcoholic
I'm free as a bird
monstarians. No.
Not so fast. Even though we've cleared the theft allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in Inazuma was legal or not.
Yes, you testified as such,
tis a
but we
shame.
still need
I
evidence.
thought surely after my honest account, you might let me off the hook.
Sora's quite the meticulous one. So, where's your invitation letter, Venti?
Yes, the invitation letter. I'm truly sorry. I can't seem to remember where I may have put it.
That's what they all say.
How could you lose something so important?
Don't be mistaken. I was well aware of how important it was. But I didn't bring any luggage with me, and the letter was too big to fit in my pocket. So
You're joking.
I kept it in my hand the whole trip.
You're joking.
Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink, I know that I kept it in a secure place. I even recall being most pleased at coming up with a good idea at the time.
Your hat?
If you were holding the invitation in your hand the whole time, then why did you put it down?
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine and Inazuman sake, I
Oh
had
my
to hold
god,
a glass
even
in each
Zun
hand.
would be scared
I
how
couldn't
much you
both
like
hold
to
the
drink
invitation
so much
and
alcohol.
a glass at the same time. But surely I wouldn't put it in just any random place. It could
Venti
easily be
versus
misplaced.
Zun versus Beidou.
In which case, I believe
Versus
there's
Rosaria.
only one place it could be. Have you figured it out, Traveler?
Huh?
You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two already know where the invitation letter is?
Hat.
Ah, yes! I remember now. I knew you'd help me find it.
Am I right?
This is indeed an invitation
That's
letter
so
issued by
fucking
the
dumb.
Yashiro Commission. Now that we've confirmed this guest's identity, I have no further questions.
Also, how tight
However,
is that hat?
starting tonight, I would advise you to stay at the International Trade Association. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving now.
There goes Sora.
How does it never seem to
All
fall
right.
off?
Let's go talk to Mr. Hirayama about Albedo's reference materials.
That solves that mystery.
Mr. Hirayama, I'm Calx. We had originally arranged to meet today.
Damn you, Venti.
Ah, yes, so you are Calx. I'm very sorry that you've arrived in Inazuma only to find such a mess. These are the materials
What the
regarding
hell?
the
Why are
five
there so
Kassen.
many ants on my
All the
floor?
information that we could find is compiled here.
Oh god, what the hell is this? Shblooba de blue blah, blue de boo boo. Shubula baba, hobbly be the boo boo. Bubbly bubbly. In the let the trumpets blow. The boo 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 doo.
Let's see here. Yes, it's just as I had suspected. Monikers such as Suiko and Aoi no Okina aren't the real names of the five Kassen. Though there were once many stories regarding each of the five Kassen, the validity of their contents can no longer be verified in present times. Alas, what a shame. But, at the very least, we know that most of the stories were written according to a similar style, so there is still something we may glean from this.
So, is the info useful for your paintings, Albedo?
To some extent, yes. However, I must admit that it is still lacking and fails to fulfill the most crucial element. Inspiration.
I am sorry that this information is not as exhaustive as you had hoped. However, it is not possible to gather anything more at the moment. Though, Lady Yai
wondering.
did say that there are many variations of the story about the five Kassen, and everyone has a different story in their heart. So all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart, and create something that you yourself find interesting.
Oh come on, that's no way
That
to
does
write.
sound like something Miko would say.
Thank you, Mr. Hirayama. No need to worry. I'll find inspiration for the portraits.
Great. I'll leave it to you then, Calx. Oh, And there's one more thing I need to ask of everyone.
Yes?
Tomorrow morning, Mr. Genyu, the author of A Legend of Sword, will be arriving in Inazuma by boat. If you see him, please do not mention the stolen novels for the time being.
Yep, knowing
Whether the
him,
stolen
he'd do
books are
something
eventually
about
recovered or not, the Eye Publishing House will do its best to ensure that the novel's release is a success. You have my gratitude. I'll be going then.
Well, seems there's nothing more we can do here. Let's go.
Hey, Venti, where are you going?
Huh? Venti? What are you doing over there? You don't want us to leave you behind, do you?
Traveler, Albedo, would you mind coming over here for a moment? There's something peculiar that I think you should see.
Really now? Hold on. I need a drink. Also, I should grab some tissues and deal with these ants. Are they interested in my Chips Delight? No, they clearly haven't even. They clearly don't care about the scent of my chocolate chip cookies, so the hell's got them all worked up. I changed my mind. What you forgot there?
What is it, Venti? A piece of paper?
Indeed. When I awakened to find myself in the warehouse this morning, I discovered this paper in the cargo crate where I was sleeping. I didn't think much of it then. I thought it was merely a scrap piece of paper that had fallen into the cargo. After a quick glance, I stuffed it into a place nearby. But on second thought, I think it's worth having you take a look at what's written on it.
Look at that.
Let me see. Suiko chapter. Wait a minute. Isn't Suiko the name of one of the 5 Kasen?
The story told in this poem roughly boils down to Suiko getting tipsy and letting some poems that were meant for the shogun get stolen. This story sounds familiar to my ear. Where have I heard it?
Seriously? It's literally the same story you just experienced yesterday.
Sounds like an incident is brewing. We should contact
indeed it is.
Reimu.
Interesting, isn't it?
What a coincidence.
Yes, I
Someone's
concur.
doing these intentionally.
The person who left this paper could quite possibly be the criminal, or even a witness to the theft. But why leave the paper here in such a fashion? And if the one who left it here was a witness, why didn't they attempt to stop the burglary?
All right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Meeting together in Inazuma like this is a most rare occasion. Since we've been busy from the start of the day, let us find an inn with good drink to keep our thirst at bay.
Hey! You just sobered up and you're already thinking about more drinks? And let's not forget that Albedo still has a portrait to complete. We don't have time to be slacking off.
No, it's fine. Let's all go for a drink together. it'll be my treat.
Wait a minute!
Wow.
What about your portrait?
As I mentioned before, I'm the kind of artist who can work quickly once I'm inspired. And now, it seems I've found my source of inspiration.
Nice.
If I use a model as reference for the piece, we must pay him back with the appropriate recompense.
In that case, we'll need to order more dishes. One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Okay, that was a cutscene. Oh, I forgot to bring
Wow!
tissues
You
and
really
stuff.
came through, Albedo. You were able to complete the first portrait before the opening ceremony.
Dang.
Yes, it really is a sight to behold. Not only does it harken to the traditional style of Inazuma, but it also makes use of modern aesthetics. My figure is particularly striking. Even though I'm sound asleep in the portrait, I still appear as glorious as always.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, don't get too full of yourself, Tone Deaf Bard. You were just a model. The person in the artwork isn't actually you. Well,
I don't have all so long.
Albedo, who
Whoops.
will be your next portrait?
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kasen.
Albedo, might I suggest waiting a little before starting on the next one? Who knows? You might soon discover another story.
Another story?
I believe he's referring to the possibility of finding another paper with tales of the 5 Kasen. According to the reference materials I was given, we've only found the first of a total of 4 chapters.
Do you think the mysterious person who left the first paper will strike again?
It certainly is a possibility. Also, there are some points regarding the stories of the 5 Kasen that have left me rather curious. For example, the reference materials make mention of 5 legendary figures, yet all the popular stories only consist of 4 parts. It appears that throughout all the stories, there is never a chapter dedicated to Kuronushi.
Yes, I'm also curious about these stories myself.
Maybe your
But who
culprit
knows?
for this
They
is
may merely be akin to the
festival
old
is
saying in Mondstadt.
the 5th one itself.
Seeds of stories
And let me
brought
guess,
by the
it's gonna
wind
be
and cultivated by time. So for now, we need but just wait patiently.
I'm calling it right now, it's Yae. The main culprit for all this bullshit is Yae. Alright, what's happening now? I just used the fucking towel I was using. Rather than the tissue. Now I need a new towel for my sneezing, cause this one's useless now. I mean, it's alcohol and stuff, but yeah. Complete the blue flowers look, complete the new painting, or complete the new page, which could dye black. Theater Mechanicus? Why is that one named Theater Mechanicus? Okay. Here we go. I'll be doing these stories one video at a time, it seems. Let's see, by special invitations, just talking about Singchu. These are the rewards. Event details. And then Legends of Kassen would probably... Oh my. Alright, yeah, I'll go with do Cat E. Ibarra Kassen first. Well, it's just Kassen for now. When else their names are actually similar. Zen is very inspirational. Is very inspired when it comes to his names. They're usually always named after something very special. Even something as simple as Marisa has a lot of effort put into the name. Great. Alright, let me see if I can find it in Dendrobium. Simple enough. You know, maybe I should stop right here. What the? Cosplaying? Ah. Nah, she just really doesn't care. Also, yeah, both her and Raiden share a love for fantasy. She could give less than 2 fucks. Yeah, that's still a big no for me. What? Huh. This seems like a limited event food. I'm gonna purchase it, and I'm never gonna drink it.
Welcome home,
Make sure you get in line early to buy your special edition drinks.
Now underway. Take part and win prizes.
Let me try taking a picture of one thing at least. There should be a Ganoderma the moment we leave Rito. Hello there. How's the other guy holding up? I could have sworn there were some sea Ganoderma here. Ah, there we go. Hello, would you guys fancy dying?
Yeah!
It's fine, because you guys are immortal and can't fucking die apparently anyway. What the hell's going on? Why is this flag suddenly happening? These are local specialties. Rosario, get out of the picture. I didn't need to save that. That's gonna be it for this video. I've already used up 150 resin. How did that happen? Well, that's all my dailies dealt with. I'll be able to get the 1200 resin, I think. If not, I'll just go beat up some bosses. No biggie. Are there any rewards or something I've already obtained? Yeah. Nothing. And then this one's the next part of the story. I'll do them one at a time. I'll have more time to play a little bit more later today, but I want to take a shower and maybe put some focus on my work instead.
Don't we have a job to do?
Alright, the entire game was being recorded properly, right? It would suck if it wasn't. Alright, loading screen. Yep, it's being rendered. Good.